Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Can you hear me? Testing microphone. 1, 2, 3. Good. At least that part of that is fixed. Hopefully this is the third time the charm and won't be the third cursed Tuesday for me, but I probably jinxed myself. Alright, thank you. I'm going to switch over to the game. I'm probably going to be playing by myself today. So I'm running an AI crew. Let's see how badly I can fuck this up. Alright, let's hope the game audio is now playing for you guys. It should be here once I tap back in. Thank you for the Christmas cheers. I've had a decent one. It was quite rather mellow. I was running a Iron Man mode ship last time. Right now I'm running a standard Wolfendorf ship. It's not Iron Man mode, just because I'm by myself. I'm going to tear up a couple of things and see what we can do. Steam's probably going to fuck up again today, which is not surprising. Clean up my inventory. I forgot how much shit I have. That's because I've had lung damage in my earlier years. When I get excited, I'm higher in tenor, but for right now, I just woke up. I'm kind of tired, so you're going to hear standard confused. Hello, Grimos. How are you? Hey, thank you for the bits. Thank you very much, Ether. Oh yes, the space biscuits return. I was about to say spigots, but we don't have any plumbing in space. Let's see here. I thought I had another repair gun to get rid of, but I guess I don't. Yeah, head boss, my mic is definitely working. Just gonna be by myself today, so I'm gonna be playing with AI. So, I need to go sell some shit. Let's check what missions I need, and then I can take care of this. Alright, that's an easy fix. The only thing I got Christmas-wise was a 3D printed version of the Timberwolf / Mad Cat from Battletech from my brother. And that's not going to be boxed up. That's not going to be returned. That is going to be kept. I'm going to end up cleaning up some of the joints so it's stiffer so I can actually hold its position. And then I'm going to get primer painted to the color scheme I want. Now, the question is, what am I going to paint it like? That's the problem. So I hope everyone's had a good Christmas, that they didn't fight with family, that they had a good meal, and it was peaceful. I hope your New Year's is also good. So much space. Hello, Diggs. Possible. I am going to primer paint it black. Invite viewers, you say. I'm not exactly that skilled at painting there, Harlan. Hello! How you doing, Blue Gentleman? If that's the case, Diggs, I can switch over to probably doing a private call with certain individuals that's going to do the run if they want to join Pulsar, but right now I think they're just more interested in watching me fail and blow up. Okay, Blue. I don't remember, are we on Steam's friends, or do I have to give you the code? Ah. Well, if that's the case, I'm gonna have to restart the game to get you a proper password to get into this, session. Alright, let's have a little fun with you. Damn it, I'm not good at this. Okay, that works. Didn't tell him the jump, but that works. I guess I did technically tell him to jump. My bad. No, I'm not hidden at all on Steam, gentlemen. I don't think we're friends. I must have cast an instant warp charge through the programming process, and the engineer was like, yeah, it's time to jump. Fuck this, because I told the engineer to jump by default. Alright, stand by. You're not going to hear any game audio for the moment. I am currently getting my Steam code. Blue Gentleman, you're in the aux, right? That doesn't help me, especially when Discord doesn't want to search by names. There we go. Yes, that will work. Thank you, Blue. Now, I'm going to end up starting a phone call with you because I'm going to have to readjust Discord to be able to pick that up. So, I'm going to give you a call, so we're going to start a conference.
Hello?
Hey. Let me make sure OBS is picking you up so I don't sound psychotic like the last time when Bulk was trying to talk to me.
Fair enough. I also got the stream up down low, so I'll be able to hear.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, are you able to hear the Blue Gentleman?
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing. I'm not hearing me. Oh, I must be very quiet, which means I might be coming through your speakers back into your mic.
No, it's just the way OBS is set up. Stand by.
Okay. Sorry. I'm loading my smoking pipe.
It happens. So you are actually hearing Blue right now.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
All right. Yes. I'm going to slightly increase you in Discord as well.
Okay. And TO, it's a regular tobacco pipe. Don't get excited.
All right, let's try now. Do you sound a little bit better on Discord?
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing. I can barely hear myself on the stream.
All right, that's weird. It should not be filtering you that low. All right, try now.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
All right. Is the game actually hearable? That's the question. Let's see if I actually got this configured correctly. Is Blue Gentleman actually easy to hear now, ladies and folks?
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing. Okay. Oh, and T.O., my last pipe was one, but I burnt right through it.
Okay,
I don't know what... Sorry.
Here's a question for you. What role would you like to play as?
What do you need? I know nothing.
Alright. You know nothing at all.
I barely know how to play.
Well, I can teach you how, so we'll have you weapons specialist for now. So,
excellent. Well, I'm in the game waiting for an invite.
Let me save the game real quick and get you in real quick, because I need to set up a new password.
Oh, and Tio, I don't know what my current pipe is because I got it for Christmas and I'm just excited to have it. It has an owl engraved in it. Like, it's a really nice pipe.
Okay, password's been given to you.
Okay.
Go ahead and join and switch to weapons. I'll show you where your weapon station is going to be.
I love this password. This is the perfect password.
You're welcome. It is Tuesday, after all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, yeah, yes, Wilf. That's exactly how the AUX and BPL work.
Don't know what you're doing? Get on the weapons.
Got it. Okay, I am weapons officer.
Okay.
I am unfamiliar with this ship's layout, so it's gonna take me a while to wander around and...
Take your time. This is a very compact ship compared to the others.
I see. So, already in the engine room, bridge.
And on top of that, it will tell you where everything is by signage.
Yeah.
So, hold on a second. Where we're standing right now, Blue, is the teleporter bay and science lab. So, this is going to be where if we need to go to planets or to enemy ships, this is where we'll come. Your weapons is down here, further in front of the ship.
I like this ship. It's very vertical.
It's not one of my favorites. I'm just currently running it because I need to do Wolfendorf as a campaign. One of my favorite ships is the Solani Swordfish.
Nice.
Alright, go ahead and practice with weapon systems. But before you get too gun-ho on it, keep in mind that firing weapons will cause the engine to get hot. So,
Yeah, I'm watching the heat.
yes, the heat's separate for the weapon systems. The actual overall ship system is different. So,
Okay.
yeah, what it is your turret will have a cooldown factor, so you just can't keep spamming weapons. I don't know what your alternate fire is, but you should have a small laser. I think you just fired it.
Shooting mines?
Yes, go ahead and practice shooting mines. They can't really fuck us up. But you have a secondary fire, a smaller burst laser. That is your anti-missile defense system. You also have the capability, if you get off the turret real quick.
Mm-hmm. How do I do that? What button?
R button. R.
Oh,
Yes, R is going to be your main bread and butter for interacting with everything. Over here is your missile defense system. Now, your missile systems, you can tell it to target engineering, which is the current symbol, weapon system, science, or life support, or science. What we can do is mainly hit them with engineering that will destroy their engines and power output to the other systems. You have multiple different missiles on the system. So you have system damage missile, which ignores hull damage and goes right to the subsystems. And then you have WD special, which attacks the hull and transfers a portion of that damage to the subsystems.
Excellent.
All right, so we also have another thing about your role, is that you and I can process what's known as scrap. Scrap is the upgrade currency for the ship. Right now we have none. We have just a bunch of garbage in the cargo. Actually, we do have one scrap. So let me show you that. It's going to be over here.
Why do robots have stamina?
Yes, robots have stamina. I don't know why, but we won't be able to process one because you just joined and it's just been glitchy. But take over flying line for the most part. All right, so Bolts is acting weird. I'm going to remove him and get him back in. All right, now he's at station. All right, I'm going to tell them prep for jump. Yeah, I got flung far away from where I should be, and it's just AI decided to jump us when it shouldn't have.
Okay. Into a minefield.
Yes, a minefield, we don't have to drive through it, so just practice with open system for now.
I'm always getting XP for all these.
You're not.
Oh.
We only get XP if we're doing missions, jumping to new star sectors we have not explored, and finding XP pickables from the asteroids or from missions on ground. Like, science officer can scan stuff and get an experience point from it.
I see.
Speaking of which, go ahead and check your talents. It's going to be tab key.
Thank you.
And it would be talents, and you should have, in theory, 2 points to spend. I would recommend just upgrading turret power conduits. Anything that's in...
Optimize.
Yeah, as of right now, anything in red is your class-specific perk.
Well, I'm looking at it. Missile expert, turret charge booster, turret cooling optimization are all maxed out.
Yes, and then there's turret power conduits. That's the next one that you have to work on.
Okay.
Alright, so we're going to be jumping into hot combat, so you're going to get trial by fire, quite literally.
Excellent.
Alright, so...
I hate being cold.
Well, you're a robot. Your aluminum chassis should be cold. Man, I love driving mechs, Diggs. Give me a fire starter and I can tear up some stuff in MechWarrior 5. Alright, stand by. We are leaving jump in 3, 2, 1. I'm getting on the gun on the pilot seat.
One target, slapdash A.
Yes, target A.
Target A?
Target A.
A is damaged.
Keep hammering it if you can. Get missiles on it too.
It ain't moving.
Yeah, that's because his engine's screwed.
Nice.
Okay. The other ones around here, they just cloaked.
Yeah. So I'm looking for little wavies in the space.
Somewhat, but problem is I have to rotate you around. So, get a scan going. Okay, the other one's definitely still here. They haven't jumped. We're just gonna go around and patrol. Hello, hello. Welcome to WPPL 76. I am that.
Then lady.
Yes, I am that confused one, and the blue gentleman has joined me.
Hello. I am not BPL. I am from the Ox. It is a pleasure to meet you.
This is the part that gets really annoying with Wolfendorf. They don't have the means to scan for enemy cloak like the other two factions do. We're totally not a cult. Totally not a cult.
But we do make a lot of Kool-Aid.
I mean, I do own a comfy bathrobe, but that's definitely not cult material because I had that robe before being a BPL member.
Well, it could have meant that you were in a cult before.
No, I mean, I am Six Sigma trained to a point with Green Belt, but didn't really take into the logic of it being a good thing.
That's what I hear. Alright.
I'm not sure where it is.
The wavy is supposed to look like?
It's supposed to look like a bubble. I'm getting rid of Pilot Bot real quick. Otherwise, he's going to fly us out of the sector. It's going to be really weird. Because I know it's still here. How many jumps do we have left? Okay, I'm going to jump to another sector and come back and see if we can force it to decloak.
Do cloaks have, like, timers on them?
Depending on the situation, if they run too hot or they don't have enough minimal power, they will turn off. I'm just going to actually force it to,
Yeah, I don't know the limitations of technology in this game.
Yeah, cloaking can be... Oh, is that what I think that is? I think I found the comet. The comet's a rare event in this game.
Ooh.
No BPL formal cloaks. No formal cloaks. I mean, a actual cloak would be nice, but no robes. No formal robes. Just comfy bathrobe.
But they do have formal socks.
Yeah. I don't know about that because I haven't gotten my pair yet.
I hear they're nice.
I wouldn't know. Don't have a pair.
Yeah, no, I was hearing Whacker talk, and he was like, "Oh yeah, no, they got like the rubber grippies on the feet."
See, I don't like that type of sock. I like being barefoot if I have to deal with anything.
Ever try those sandals that were supposed to be just like being barefoot?
Hate them.
Oh my god, so many sensory issues. I just wanted to rip my feet off and throw it at somebody.
Yeah, they feel weird. I've wore a pair of them once and didn't like them. And more importantly, I work in industrial jobs, which you really, really should not be wearing that type of clothing. All right. Oh, this might be beneficial regardless. I've got potential scrap in that building.
Woo!
So go ahead. We're going to do a drive-by. If you see mines, shoot them. Yep, shoot them.
Oh, wait, there's another mine. There's some more mines. I need you to tip downward so I can get at it.
We're fine. Just, we're gonna... Yeah, we're fine. I'm just looking for an entrance. They can't move. They barely damage us. It's just more of a funny haha to pop them.
Oh, I was taking my job very seriously. I feel demoralized.
No, it's fine. The ship's shields are pretty damn chunky.
Oh, okay.
So if we were playing with the Colonial Union ships, yeah, your job would be more important right now.
Oh, look, tube. Oops. That mine needed to die.
Okay, this is gonna be probably a tight fit. Let's see if we can get it in. No out of context quoting, please.
Listen, when you're talking about fitting things into tight spaces, it comes with the territory. You can't just tell people no. Well, I mean, you can. You just can't stop them.
We have mines danger close to us to sweep around to the port side.
I'm getting my head turned all kinds around. Why did they just fill this thing full of mines?
This is a derelict from the Great Wars, pretty much a war station that was abandoned. So they mined it to keep scavengers like us at bay.
Rude. Don't you know people have to make a living, even in wartime? Especially in wartime.
Then they should have become contractors.
I know, right?
Okay.
Goodies?
These are goodies, but we're full on scrap, so we're gonna have to process it.
Round gun turret. Process scrap.
It'll say process scrap. You hold down R and you're trying to hit for the center of the minigame.
Okay. Yeah, we're good.
Let's try to save missiles. I think those... Yeah, I think those are the automated railguns I have equipped on the bottom of the ship.
Well, I ain't shooting those.
No, they're automated. No one can.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like the ship itself will go like, I want to shoot! Fair enough, you little tug. Fair enough. It's like a space pug. It'll just start doing whatever it wants. Alright, so we've got the scrap from this. Let's go back and terrorize the contract kill that we're supposed to go after.
360 spin for the win.
Well, let's see. We're running hot, so we're gonna let weapons cool down a little bit, okay?
Okay. How can I tell?
Okay. Alright, we're cooling down just enough we can start preparing for jump. I'm bringing back the pilot bot. Excuse me, Sir Bonkington, can you please align the ship? Can you please align the ship?
That's an unfortunate name for a pilot.
That was named from bulk due to the fact that this pilot bot has a tendency with a Savani sword ship smacking into warp gates and repair bays. At full speed, I may add.
Nice.
Oh, yes. Alright, so we're aligned, we're charged, we're jumping. Let me check the crew AI real quick because Sir Bonkington is not wanting to do what I want him to do. Alright, so we're leaving jump. Alright, so he has not decloaked. He should still be here. This is going to be a fun goose hunt.
Is he gonna attack us?
He's trying to avoid us. He's a Alliance of Gentlemen. Their main priority is to avoid detection.
So I'm guessing if I killed the other one before I killed the one that I did, I would have still had this problem.
Yes. It didn't matter which one we killed, like, they tend to cloak a lot. So, this is gonna be fun. I'm just gonna cruise around and hold your fire for now.
Yeah. Is there a way to pick up sensors that can?
Well, it depends on how close we are, their EM signature reading, and all that jazz. So let's keep a swivel for anything that looks like a shivering opal. Because it will not visually cloak them, it's a sensor cloak. You can still technically see like an outline of the ship. Cooling down, we're running a bit hot.
Every time I hear the engines start, I think something's doing a flyby.
Yeah, I know. This is the part that sucks about fighting AOG.
Sir Bonkington left the crew.
Yeah, because I didn't want to fly around because that AI, and I'm still trying to get him configured right. Only fly way outside of the map terrain. I've had him go. Wait, what?
Oh! In front of us, it's moving around. I saw like a green bubble thing that was flying around us. Was that you, or was that me, or was that sensors? Like,
That was.
I freaked out.
Ish.
Oh.
You mean?
Excited.
You mean like something that you were looking at right now? This.
Oh yeah, that.
That's probably the science officer's dish.
Oh. Scared the shit out of me.
It happens.
At least you know I'm on my toes.
It happens.
You know, if stealth absorbs EM waves, right? Wouldn't sending out EM waves and finding the spot of lowest density be able to let us see it?
That's Star Trek talk. Do you think I allow that on this ship?
Yes.
No.
Well.
Good idea, though. But unfortunately, we can't edit the sensors to detect that type of thing.
Well, would the idea fly better if I say, but we are the missile, we know where the enemy is because we don't know where it isn't?
That's Babylon 5 talk.
I love Babylon 5. Babylon 5 is one of my favorites.
So is mine. It's just I barely remember it. It's just that's definitely Babylon 5 talk right now. That is such a Babylon 5 problem solution right there.
Listen, when I was younger, I nearly shat myself at the idea of bioships.
Yeah.
They excited me. They still do.
Well, at least it's not like Farscape. I like Farscape, but
I do like Farscape. The ending was weird.
Yeah, they rushed the ending because they were stuck on a timetable. They wanted to tap in more that the Peacekeepers were modified humans for the sole purpose of being a super soldier, but they never really got into the full details why or how Earth was discovered. More importantly, why Earth was suppressed technologically speaking. They didn't want people to actually escape planet. Like all those little green men stories and whatnot about abductions and all was DNA collection so they can create their super soldier program. Honestly, that was touched upon about the Farscape comics, but I barely remember those.
My headcanon for it is like while that is all true, the Earth that he comes from is not the same Earth.
No.
Alternate reality. That's
what I'm thinking too, because they're like, he's technically human, but we have no idea the culture he's talking about. Because they've been like the Peacekeeper Force and the groups that modified and made the Peacekeepers, like, we've been keeping tabs on Earth. Like, he's talking about stuff we have no idea about. Alright, we may end up just scrubbing this mission.
All right.
Which is unfortunate.
Like, that would have been a really fun idea, though. It's just like, yeah, you're trying to... He makes it back to Earth and finds out, like, this isn't home.
Yeah, this is not my home. That's like almost this incident of the Sliders at that moment. Even though Sliders was a rough sci-fi.
Yeah.
I am seeing nothing around here. Where is this fuck hiding?
Maybe he found the hole. The hole that's for him.
That's rude. Especially in an area like this where there's plenty of holes for him. Alright, this is getting boring. So, we have one of two options. I can reload the save.
Do we want to sacrifice the scrap we got?
I'm not worried about the scrap per se. Eventually I'm going to get another scrap processor installed. Unless I already have one, I do. But we are running out of inventory space, so it's time for me to sell anyway. So, we're going to jump and sell.
Okay, I'm coming up to bridge. I like the shotgun that I got.
Well, I'm actually going to restart this because I do want to get the gentleman's... Well, the fragment's not exactly that important. The fragment from the bounty agency does not give you a perk.
Yeah, my experience with this game is selling cookies.
You gonna prepare for jump there, Sparky, or what? Come on. There you go, buddy. Smash TV episode. Isn't that the one where it's like population control by having people do the essentially Smash TV, win prizes nonsense, and then they have to forcibly retire the people? Rar. Rar back to you. Actually, hold on a second. Railgun level 1. Railgun level 3. Let's swap that out for a free upgrade.
Do I need the WD rations?
No, they're meant for organic healing.
So, revitalizing syringe is useless to me?
Revitalizing syringe, the only reason you want to pop that is if you have died and you want to restore your health. And I don't mean like full heal, I mean you incur a death penalty every time you die, which lowers your maximum HP. That syringe will restore your maximum HP.
So, if having an ammo clip will allow me to reload my weapons?
Depends on the weapon system you have. If you have the split shot, yes. Phase pistols do not take ammo.
I have a heavy beam pistol.
Heavy beam pistol takes ammo.
Okay. Which should I have, the heavy beam pistol or the phase +1? They're both +1.
I would recommend the phase because it never runs out of ammo.
That's exactly what I was thinking, actually.
The heavy beam pistols can actually shoot through walls. It's hilarious, but it's very limited ammo. It's either 20 rounds or 40 rounds of mag.
Okay. Yeah, this split shot is +2, so I'm definitely keeping that.
Whatever you do, do not use the upgrade station to forcefully upgrade guns, because we'll find better ones or buy better ones.
Okay.
And we need the scrap for the ship itself, not for weapons.
I was going to leave all that decision making to you. I am here to shoot things that you don't like in the face.
Technically I do like some of the stuff. It's just they're rude, they're mean, and they're bullying us. So put the bullying to the stop. No bully.
Okay. So that's where I get the hammer out and take their little toesies.
The heavy bean pistol. You know, I really don't want to die by giant pinto beans, because that'd suck. That would definitely suck.
Sounds like something the Bean Bandits would have.
Alright, so you actually do your job when I don't want you to do your job. Alright, I'm gonna go to general trading teleporter. If you go to the teleport pad, try not to go on a warp station, repair station, or do not go to them. The repair station will be immediate hostility. General store's fine, the fluffy biscuits. But let me check to see what we got weapons wise here. Burst rifles are kind of shit. Smuggler pistol +2. Yeah, I'll give you that one.
I think my weapons are pretty good.
Well, always having another pistol when the other ones overheat to switch to is a good idea, so...
Well, that's the reason why I'm keeping the split shot and the phase pistol.
Well, you're about to have a smuggler.
I have other firearms in my closet.
I'm aware. I'm the one that put them there.
Fair enough.
Alright. Smuggler pistol +2, you can add that to your retinue.
Okay, what's special about that one?
Same thing as a phase pistol, probably a little bit faster fire rate.
Does it get through weapon scans?
I don't know what you mean.
Like, is there like some planets or some missions where they're like, oh, you can't take these weapons off to go? Meh.
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely nope. Alright, so we're aligned for that jump. What missions do we have to do? Weapon demonstration. Reach WD protection site. Oh, yeah, we have to go over there. So 1375 is going to be the best way to get there. I did not get him the charge.
Woo!
Jumbo biscuit, probably just an oversized biscuit. I don't remember its perk. Certain ones have perks, certain ones just have like more HP to them. If we're playing as human, the biscuits will actually heal you while giving you a buff, kind of like a ration with slight advantages. Whereas for robots, all they get is the perk. They get the buff for like spicy crumbly biscuit, yada yada yada. Man, I really don't want Chicago Bean being shot at me.
Chicago Bean Biscuit?
Oh, Jesus, that sounds horrible. Yeah, T.O. says, move like it shoots the giant bean Chicago at you. Alright, we're leaving jump. We're at warp gate, so we don't have to worry about charging. Let's see, warp gate time. 13:75, there we go. Alright, let's see if Sir Bonkington will do his job without crashing into the warp gate.
Please. You know, ate a lot of food over the weekend.
I have not. I tried cooking some gnocchi soup this weekend, but the broth was expired and I'm really pissed about it.
My mother and my sisters love to have certain things for certain occasions where they just bake the crap out of things. So I had triple chocolate chip brownies. My sister made her absolutely wonderful cheesecake with cherry sauce topping. And then for Christmas, everybody got these big bags of these. What's a machucket? Truffle chocolate. Nibs. You know what I'm talking about?
You're talking about just chocolate truffles?
Yeah, like chocolate truffles. Yeah, it's just like it's filled with filled with chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they're really good.
Yeah, I haven't had anything like that. I've not been eating very much. And like I said, I tried cooking. The recipe I have requires low sodium stock. Didn't have that, so I used a regular high sodium content stock, which I don't like to begin with. And I come to find out the stock's expired. I was pissed. So it tasted okay, but it still had a weird weird offset smell to it. And once I know something is either the sell date's way past it, sell date was like April 23rd. So my mindset is if it's not fresh, I don't touch it. So I was really mad because it tasted alright-ish, but it had a weird offset taste. And so I haven't really been eating since then. Yeah, I'm really weird about food. I don't like eating out much anymore. I prefer to cook most of my stuff myself. It's just one of those things. All right, we are not fucking with these guys. We're immediately jumping to the next one. So,
okay.
Yeah, we're getting the hell out of here. So,
are they out of our league?
They are. We're not just fucking with them. We're getting the hell out of here.
Well, I'm returning fire till we can, or should I not?
No.
Okay.
No. No return fire. We're getting the fuck out of here.
Should I be prepared for them trying to board us?
No, they're drones.
Oh, okay.
Like, I have no care about these guys. They're not much. Fucking.
No, they're not actually a threat.
AI bot, I want you to line, not fucking fight. Besides, we have automated defense systems. I'm not really worried about it. Engineering, it would be great if you put more power to engines, for fuck's sake. Alright.
Yeah, we need more crew.
Jump pause. Yeah, well, unfortunately, it's just the one thing about it. Alright. You stupid thing. Go. Yeah.
See if we can get more players.
No, it's fine. It's just the pilot AI decides it wants to disalign when I ordered it to do something sometimes because its priority calculations get goofy. It's the pilot AI that's mostly the linchpin. If Master or someone else in the BPL was able to play, it wouldn't be too much of an issue. It's just
I know where Master Mayhem is, and he might be available.
He's not.
Not?
Yeah, I've already pinged some of these guys earlier, so that's what I'm saying. It's also the fact it's holiday, families, people are busy, man. All right, we're leaving jump. System.
All right.
I'm removing the bot before it crashes us into the fucking planet.
All right. What's our next mission?
We're at the mission already. We have to go planet side.
Excellent.
So, middle of the ship on that ground is going to be the I don't think I've ever been to this one.
That water looks tasty.
We're robots. It's definitely delicious.
You think it's sour apple flavored?
I'm gonna have to say lemon lime.
Ooh, that's actually better.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the sour apple. Most things sour just to me just taste like chalk. It doesn't even taste sour. It just tastes like chalk. Thank you. Thank you for the follow.
I'm not even going to try to pronounce that name.
Karana?
Kwrana.
Alright, our mission here. Your crew has been selected to participate. Nope, that's the wrong one. Resupply base. The corporation needs a crew to deliver a crate of rations. That's the wrong one as well. Okay, we're here to deliver rations.
Oh, so we're not supposed to be shooting things?
We can definitely shoot. If you're not able to harm them, you'll understand that not the ones we're supposed to shoot.
I don't know. Shotgun seems to be able to handle them.
Yes, the ants do not like shotguns. They are allergic to shotguns.
Most things are allergic to buckshot. Buckshot. Sorry, words are hard.
I seem to be confused on language and linguistics.
So we're supposed to deliver something to them, or we're supposed to pick up something from them?
I'm delivering. I just got done talking to the leader.
We just stealing shit?
I'm borrowing is the proper term. We're taking corporate assets, so it's not like we're stealing.
Okay.
Totally borrowing. Yes. And it's all for the name of working for Wolfendorf. So, if they don't like the fact that I am currently in the process of liberating their supplies, then they should have given me more supplies. Consider employee requisition forms preemptively filled out and acquired.
With by gunpoint and everything.
Oh, no. We're not doing it by gunpoint. This is just Wolfendorf's way of saying hello.
Ugh. I should probably make check bigger because I have trouble reading it on the fly.
Oh, I have it on a secondary monitor. I'll be like, oh yeah, that's nice, and then totally fail to recognize I just read something.
Well, my thing is that it's actually like too small for me to read quickly.
Oh man, this soup looks wrong. Hello there, TK.
I can see how to collapse chat. How do I make chat big?
What are you using?
Chrome.
Okay, if you're using Chrome, hold down Control key and mouse wheel up and down.
Okay, thank you.
Unfortunately, that will also increase and decrease the zoom volume. Only dealing with. So if you have multiple tabs in Chrome, all of them are going to go up to 120 or 130, whatever one.
Doesn't matter, it's easier to read now. Oh, he was healing me.
Okay, then he was doing his job. I'm not going to complain.
I didn't realize there was a turret station thing right here.
That's a secondary. You have your main one down there on the front of the ship. Yeah. Yeah, you don't really want to,
So they keep the crazy person with all the guns in the basement.
Are you truly crazy?
I don't know, it depends on who you ask.
I'm gonna have to say no.
Welcome back. And what kind of stretches?
Okay, we still need to eliminate creatures around the base. So.
Oh, so I was doing the right thing.
Yes.
Alright, I have a gun, and I'm excited to use it, so I'm gonna go back down.
Not very many work times. We just mainly delivery boy work. We're terminating ants on the planet, so.
Terminating local wildlife. They're interfering with corporate interests.
into the ant ranch.
That sounds fun.
Oh yes.
I killed 2.
I'm going for some...
Excuse me.
I'm going to guess this planet's where the White Tom's depository is.
I'm pretty sure this is just the sewage outlet for White Tom's place.
I was trying to be...
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm a bit slow.
That's alright, I'm a bit perplexed.
I see something glowing over there. Oh, wait, there's more red blips.
Yeah, I see him.
Yep.
Okay. I knew last time I played this.
I was looking for the blip blops.
White Tom's Leftovers Emporium.
White Tom's recycled bean house.
Oh god, that's making me want to throw up in my mouth.
All the beans are made from 100% recycled beans.
Wonderfully used.
You know, there's an ant problem, and these assholes are just kind of just standing out here.
Yeah. They're probably suffering from the...
Oh, that's why he's holding his stomach. Turbo fartitis.
suffer it.
He might trust a fart, and then it might become exponentially worse.
That's fine, he's still in the EVA suit. He's got a collector for it.
Unless the corporation decided to skimp out and downgrade.
If they remove the catheter system for people on EVA suits, that's going to lead a lot of dead employees, and that's going to have to eat into the bottom line of retraining and reprocessing new people.
I'm pretty sure they grow organics on a farm or something like that. Like, they've been doing a lot of reduction in costs that way.
Probably cloning. Definitely cloning.
So you're telling me that where they set my pet human wasn't the farm, it was really the meatpacking plant?
Yes, we're gonna have to memory wipe you now.
Ah, this is the Fartonium Reserves. I just saw that. Sorry, bully.
Sparks? You gonna work, Sparky? Come on, Sparky. There you go, bud. Push the button, Sparky.
Buttons are for pushing. If you see one, always press it.
Except for the candy-like red button. That might be the self-destruct. Alright, now we're fucking with these guys.
Whoa, Okay.
Ow! We have a fire on deck. Be careful, your station may have fire.
Oh, I see fire.
Target Bravo. Oh, we may actually die here.
Well, I hit Bravo, dude.
Well, Charlie's gonna kill us. Or not Charlie, but Alpha.
Oof.
Yeah. And of course, the follow hits right as we die. Thanks for the follow. Alright, I'm gonna load a couple levels back. Definitely buff it out. Definitely. Alright, you're gonna have to rejoin.
Weapon specialist.
Yes. Yeah, that was rough.
Don't worry, I didn't feel a thing.
Oh, I definitely felt like an explosion in my face. Alright, we're gonna go deal with Tom and Jerry again. The McCloaks. I'm getting rid of the pilot bot.
I like explosions, relax, pretty flowers, but in space.
Alright. Let's see if we can get both these jerks.
Yeah.
Alright, Slapdash and Torch. Alright, Slapdash seems to be idling. Or
Slapdash seems to be injured.
well, Alpha's this way. And look starboard side. You're looking the wrong way. There you go. There's Alpha. If you see that green missile, try shooting it. One of your main roles is to anti-missile defense.
I didn't see it in time.
Okay.
Trigger alarm.
Yeah, we got dealing with it. Getting the pilot bot now. On Sanders. Not shooting too much. We're hot. I'm gonna go fuck with the torch. Alright, stop shooting the torch. Dash if you can. Hey,
Yeah, thanks. That's torch. Sorry.
I'm not sure which one I'm on right now, but if I die, I die.
Well, the pilot keeps on putting him behind an asteroid.
Yeah, the pilot's kind of dumb. Alright, good. I'm at 9 seconds. I don't know why we got AOG rep from that, but sure. We still have somebody on the ship.
They're dead.
Yep.
Everything's glitchy over here. Oh, they turned off.
No, the engineers.
Oh, okay. I thought they were like, it's crew full of robots. Let's turn off the oxygen.
We have no oxygen generator on the ship regardless. So, then Intruder, not being in an EVA suit, which... Yeah, I own a generator. I do not keep it. So, that joins the crew, insists on playing human, turns on the air generator, they're getting nothing. I told you to collect scrap, you stupid bot. Not fly out the perimeter. Now, let's see here.
Try flying out the perimeter.
Yeah, he's trying to fly out to the perimeter. So, we're going to remove him for now. Alright, so that went a little bit better.
Yeah, man. Run and hide like bitches.
I'm just seeing if anything has a jump requirement. And it really doesn't. So, 1669. Or 1696, which is not a nice number. Let's see, is that something I already did? Yes, I've already been there.
Should I process scrap?
Yes, please. Come on, Sparky, charge the engine. So, WBPL chat, how are you guys doing today? I hope you had a really good Christmas and you're having a good Boxing Day. I hope whatever gifts or whatever time you spend with your family has been cherished instead of thought over or in a negative way. I really hope you had a really fun time. Because let's face it, some family members can be really assholes and can be hard to deal with, and I hope you didn't deal with assholes. I hope you had a good time.
Yeah, me too. I hope people had good times. Not bad times. Bad times are not fun.
Because my Christmas was very mellow, very comfy, and cozy.
Good.
Also, my cat has gotten new toys for Christmas, and so he's been infatuated with a new orange toy we got him. As a former stray, he never really grew up with toys, so this is something of a joy to watch.
Excellent.
Hey,
I love how medical bay is just a pod in the corner of the sleeping quarters.
yep, it's the healing atrium, but yes. So, at least one of your in-laws is good. I don't want a new mission, you say? Apparently, we've already acquired enough reputation with the huntsman to get the data fragment.
Woo!
Yay. So, we're going to close out transmission. Without shooting the ship.
Oh, you can hear that?
No, I was trying to close transmission, I had the shotgun equipped, and just shot right through the terminal towards the ship glass.
Oh, I've been doing that the entire time.
No, I just did it myself. Alright, leaving warp. Alright, we need warp gate. Actually, what would be... Yeah, we need warp gate 1375. Okay. At the end, okay, it's a fucking turd. Error 482. Someone blasted the server with a shotgun. You know, that is such a Bungie style attitude of dealing with equipment problems. Computer malfunction? Shotgun it. Rogue AI? Shotgun it. Alien creatures trying to attack you because some interdimensional nonsense? Shotgun it.
To be fair, shotguns do solve many of those problems.
I mean, is it truly solving the problem or is it just creating new ones?
Well, first one, then the other.
It happens that way.
Because the problems that it causes is usually also solved by shotgun.
Okay, this is going to be a little rough again. We're going to see if we can fight these guys. I'm going to save real quick.
Okay, well, I am staying on the main gun.
Yes, the Iron Man mode I was running is a Stargazer ship, I believe, called... No, it's the AOG carrier, and the ship's name is Hunk for Scrap. Too bad we can't actually hunk in space.
In space, no one can hear you honk.
Especially...
Because you're the clown and you got airlocked.
Yeah, that's generally what happens to me in Space Station 14 now. See, and that's one of the reasons why Yuri Orlov. That's one of the reasons why I absolutely like Quake, Doom, and Half-Life, because the shotguns they don't skimp on. The only time I don't like an id Software game or a Valve game that has a shotgun has been, well, I hate to say this is kind of controversial, but Team Fortress 2 shotguns always pissed me off. And I love Team Fortress 2. I played demo, so I usually was using the grenade launcher. And then the other id Software game that has a really shitty shotgun is Rage 1. I don't know what reason, how, or why they decided to take Doom 3 style shotgun and put it into Rage, but make it even shorter range. It's like, why? And the thing is I played Rage on the hardest difficulty, both in co-op and single player, and I just got into a habit of running right up to a target, shoving the shotgun right into the face of the target and pulling the trigger in the game. That's how I dealt with most problems, is instead of getting into a tactical shooting situation that they wanted, I just played dumb. In fact, I had a guy in co-op rage quit on me because that's how I was dealing damage so fast to people, because I was not even considering self-preservation as a factor of gameplay and was just killing stuff fastly. I'll be right back.
Yeah, shotgun should have more than 3-foot range. Shotguns shouldn't turn into BB guns at 10 meters.
Okay, I am back. I mean, it was not a bad game, Wilf. It's just the shotgun compared to other id titles like Quake 1, Quake 2, did not have the range factor, did not have the meatiness to it. However, it wasn't bad. It just was not my favorite, if you get my drift. And see, there is a mod for Unreal Tournament 1999 called
Get your ass in here.
Hello?
Huh. Yeah, no. Mayhem's
Oh yes, Mayhem. I've got you. I'm going to have to add you to a conference call. Stand by. I need to add master, so I need to find him.
Yeah, he just booted up the game. Wait, can I right-click and invite him to the game?
No.
Mayhem sent you a DM.
Yes, I see that. I need to add him. All right, so I'm adding him to the conference call. And I also need to add you as a friend, apparently, because Discord does not understand how conversations work sometimes. Let's see. Add as friend, please. All right, Master, if you can hear me, go ahead and find your friend request in Discord, add me so I can bring you into the call. I'm not in an official conversation at the moment. However, I'm also going to give you the password. All right, so that's the password for you to join with. All right, thank you. You're now the pilot. Now I just need to add you to the conference. All right, we're just waiting for Blue, and Master has now joined the chat. So, is everyone able to hear Master and Blue? I may have to.
Everyone.
I'm going to have to reconfigure Discord again because apparently it's fucked up.
What in the cinnamon toast chuckle fuck?
All right, so can the chat actually hear Master and Blue?
Yeah, can you hear Master Mayhem say these long chain of slurs continuously?
Whoa. That doesn't sound like me at all.
It sounds exactly like you.
The
Especially
stagger,
when we were playing Jackbox yesterday.
the stagger defense cannot be used right now. All right, chat, can you actually hear these two gentlemen?
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Can you hear yourself?
I'll be quiet, but I can hear them, says Addict.
Well, I can hear me.
All
I can
right.
hear me because I don't stop talking.
I usually don't talk this much. Yes, you hear 3 people. Excellent. We're great. Okay, sounds good. Well, 2 out of 3 ain't bad because they sound great. I know I sound like shit. So, there's a difference. All right, so.
I would disagree with you.
All right, get to the helm, Master. We're leaving jump. This may be hot.
Yeah, no, I'm listening to. I turned up the volume on the stream. I sound very quiet.
Yeah, it's very rough. I don't know why OBS is keeping you guys limited.
Oh. Got bombs.
Yeah.
Oh, we got targets.
Yeah, B. I want target A.
No, stand by. You're gonna want target B, actually.
Okay. Well, I can't shoot at B right now.
Yeah, take us to target B if possible.
Is B dead?
No.
Cloaked?
No, they're not cloaked. They're out of range.
Oh, cat claws, my back.
What the engineer is doing with certain things, but we're increasing total power usage because fuck. Oh, combat.
The cat has decided that my back is the sheath for her claws, and she won't get off.
Nice.
All right, now you can focus on Alpha.
Alpha? Where's Alpha?
Reacquired.
Alpha's over there.
Nice.
Both are dead.
Yeah. Setting Bob to pick up scrap. If we have the inventory space, that is. This ship has very small cargo hold. Volumes.
Okay, I will be cycling scrap when we get it.
Alright. I'm not sure why OBS wants you to be so low. All right, try talking now.
Testing 1, 2, 3, cat claws.
Okay, does that sound better or worse?
Testing. Somebody in chat,
Test.
please.
How do we sound?
Oh, I can actually hear myself much better.
All right, good. Take some finagling, but yeah, had to increase filter on OBS
Is there
for
more
this.
scrap to grab?
We have to find the scrap that was left over from that other thing we blew up.
Yeah, the bot is set to fly towards scraps, so I don't know what he's doing right now.
Is that what is making me move around without me moving around?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Yes, I'm sorry. Let me just turn that off real quick.
That's, I guess, kind of useful. I was just confused.
So the ship was actually flying without you flying it?
Yeah.
Oh, I did not know that the AI parameters could be enforced on anyone in a certain role. Interesting. Okay, I found the scraps. Sucking it up.
Woo!
All right, let's.
Over that scrap.
Okay, let's get rid of the signal jamming beacon. Let's go ahead and
Okay, give me a
fly.
second.
Let's go ahead and fly into it. Let's not worry about shooting it.
Okay.
You want me to fly into it?
Yep, go ahead and give it a bonk.
Give it the big bonk.
Jammer beacon?
Yes.
Signal
Yeah.
beacon. Object D.
We're going to smack the D.
Like Squick's iPhone?
I don't want to know the story about that. I really don't. When I was about to play this game earlier today, there was a ship called the Grundle Uncle, and I just had to share that to Squick.
You want to know what happened to Bluetooth?
Hang on, I can't control things again. Like, it keeps running away from me.
Go leave the station and jump back on it.
There we go.
Is it okay to continue the joke now?
Yes.
Okay. So you want to know what happened to Bluetooth? It evolved. It changed into blue balls after Squick hit his phone with the hit his balls with the iPhone.
Yeah, why is it flying again?
Again. You set to precise or binary?
I've been trying to switch between the two, but sometimes it just takes off on its own.
Like, step off the station real quick.
Yeah, like if I start it going forward, it just starts going forward and it doesn't stop.
Get off the station real quick. Let me see something.
Cat, your claws do not feel good in my shoulder.
Okay, get on the station again and see if it starts flying with you touching no inputs. Is it flying on its own?
Well, I gave it a little bit of gas, but like then it just keeps going.
Oh, set the binary or precise. You might be set to precise. So get out the station, switch your terminal to binary. That's the problem, is precise.
Oh, okay.
I was like, the AI is gone.
Oh. So there's a whole other thrust type mode than the two that you can toggle to. Jeez. This game, lots of options.
Yeah, they really don't make sense at first. However, okay, thank you for giving us the graffiti on the pilot's view. That's really good.
You're welcome. I'm an artist.
Sure you are.
Alright, sorry. Now where are we going?
We are going to go to sector 1742.
Aligning us. Now.
Alright. While we're in jump, I'm going to grab me a cola because I'm having caffeine withdrawals.
Alright.
So,
Send it.
oh, I'm trying to get him to send it. Alright. Putting him at attention, and I'll be right back. Get your beverages. Chat, don't feel bad about having to roast me, because I know it's been a couple of cursed sessions the last few times I've been streaming, so indicating some sort of weird thing about how I fuck up would be great right now. Well, not really, but just point out all the stuff I fucked up on, because I know I did.
Well, Zelda's gonna be sitting here on my shoulder telling me that I fucked up. Don't know what she means, but... Cat. Yeah, thanks, Diggs.
Birthdays.
I'll be sure to make you disappointed in me with how much I fuck up. Hi, Night Owl. You know what? We need a mod for this game.
Like Christmas, like or maybe like a birthday mod. Every day's a
That
birthday.
too, but I was thinking of like a Night Owl Foundation as one of the optional factions.
Probably not impossible.
I know, right? Like a low chance encounter when entering a new system where there's somebody from the Night Owl Foundation and they just drop you $5.
I could see it. Could be a good time.
Yeah, getting ambushed
Either
for
that or they
charity.
just murk you out of nowhere.
That works too.
Okay, I am back.
We had an idea for a mod for the game.
What?
An optional faction called the Night Owl Foundation.
Does it give a whole bunch of biscuits to everyone? No questions asked?
Forcefully, at
You know?
gunpoint.
That's kind of even better than what we came up with. It's like there
Yeah.
are biscuits in the game.
And sometimes you'll just randomly find a ship from the Night Owl Foundation and they'll just be like, hey, here's $5.
Yeah, they just show up, pop gentlemen's welcome, beam themselves on board, drop a bunch of biscuits, and then beam themselves out and refuse to answer any more hails and just leave. Land side. I'm coming.
Shooting bugs. Going full EDF on these fuckers.
EDF! EDF!
I just picked that up. Number 5.
I have 4.1 and 5 installed.
I should definitely pick up 5. Friends are picking up 5.
5 gets weird.
But weird how?
Like weird.
This gets weird.
Weird good, weird bad.
Played EDF 2017 or EDF 3?
I have never played an EDF game.
Okay, so without playing EDF 2017, the context is...
Oh. Do I get to shoot Hitler?
No.
Damn, now I need an EDF game where you get to go back in time and shoot Hitler because he's secretly one of the invading aliens.
Just an ant
Mm-hmm.
in a Hitler costume. I like it.
Yeah.
No. Go back in time. Go to the art school that rejected him. Forms where he is accepted.
An ant that gets into art school.
And then on top of that, introduce him to LSD. He's already hitting some of the other drugs by the time into World War I, so get him used to the idea of being psychedelic and being a full-on artist. Don't allow him in military career. In a weird way.
No. See, Hitler was already killed, but it was replaced by the invading alien frog people.
This is what's going to happen. Where never goes back in time and handshakes and kills. And then we're never going to have 3. The premiere goes.
Oh, you know what would be a really wild ending to an EDF game? If you go back in time to kill one of the notable figures in order to stop a certain chain of events from happening, the game just ends and shuts off because you destroyed that timeline.
Oof.
Because you never went back in time, therefore you didn't do it. Apparently, Ultra Kill is basically Dante's Inferno, but robots murdering things.
Yes. Oh, I'm not done playing side.
Planet?
Just came back to heal.
Check the mission, because did we get all the aliens? I haven't seen one in a while.
0.
Oh, alright.
But yeah, his application process from rejected to accept a stoned out hippie.
That's actually a really good way to handle that.
Your service again. Up on LSD or precursor to LSD.
What's the precursor to LSD?
It's me.
What? I now have shoulder cat.
But that's the thing about Command and Conquer Red Alert 1 and 2 is traveling back in time and screwing with the timeline. We always end up with something uniquely different. Do we even want to fuck around with the timeline? Do we end up with Star Trek Mirror Universe or not?
No, I'd do your plan if I was gonna write a Red Alert storyline. I'd do your plan for Hitler, but at the end, like World War II still kicks off with its own different puppet. But Hitler becomes a stoned out hippie rebel commander.
No, just have him out in the middle of nowhere, just screaming and yelling in the corner because he's got off a withdrawal. Just a disheveled homeless guy in the middle of nowhere, just can't do anything.
I prefer the what the fuck factor of mine.
Where are we going from here?
We have to go down the warp gate, or the position to travel is going to be down to this port side.
Got it. Lining us up. And send it.
Now, Bully Snake, that's a good question. Would we have anime? More than likely, yes. Would we have the anime that we know now? More than likely, no. Because they did have stop animation and hand-drawn animation being worked on during the time of pre-World War One to the end of World War One.
And also Alizard. Yes, the cat is on my shoulder. Because I have very broad shoulders and she is tiny. She is facing me, nose to ear.
She's just watching what's going on, you know?
No, she's staring at my ear. She's sniffing. She's
Earwax.
chirping at me.
I heard that. Cute.
Mm-hmm.
Pet. Iridine pet. Wait,
No, she's
what?
being an absolute stinker. Her claws are firmly in my flesh.
Too bad.
Mayhem?
But now you have to do it.
No, I don't. I'm not the streamer.
I don't have George right now, so no pets. I've already picked up George when I went to go get a drink, so
Because
preemptive pet, I guess.
if I maneuver to go pet her right now, she's going to move, and before moving, she's going to get herself traction by digging her claws further into my shoulder.
This is the will of chat.
No, it's the will of Mayhem.
Look, I got more points I can spend.
You can go ahead and throw your points down the goob hole. All right, hidden boss. Oh God, now everybody's doing it.
Thank
All
you,
right,
everyone.
Zelda, be prepared. My shoulder. Yeah, that's my shoulder. Okay. She's standing up and she's digging her claws in.
Excellent.
Oh, this hurts. This is causing me physical pain. I think there's something in the thing, you know.
Thank you for the first time chat. Yeah, apparently it was synthesized in 1938 in Switzerland. So yes, we could definitely get hippie asshole and going in an alternate timeline so he could never fuck up things. The only thing is, we would have to make sure he's never in military service after the end of World War One.
No, you see, if you turn him full hippie, he's just gonna be like, "Hey, man."
Or more importantly, get him so loaded up on LSD that he doesn't know what the hell he's doing, so he actually ends up flying off the side of the building. Hey, thank you for the gift sub to the Biff
she
Man.
is now facing forwards towards the screen now.
But yeah, that's the conundrum. Like, I know Doctor Who had the shoot baby Hitler thing, but if it was up to me, it's not about going back in time and killing someone. It's about completely altering their life output so that, one, they never go into what they do. But the problem is, in most time travel storylines, is the rubber band effect and the paradox effect. If Star Trek has taught me anything, you don't fuck with the timeline.
Yeah.
Yeah, it always ends in fascists.
No. It just always ends in bad things. Like, we may end up with, like you said, cyborg space frogs invading.
Oh, on that note, today, my family sat down to watch this very pulpy sci-fi flick. I don't even remember the name of it.
We have scrap of the facility behind us.
Okay. I'll be standing by to process the scrap. But it was very pulpy, and it was trying to do the big, huge thing with the big, huge guns. And I was like, this is like Warhammer 40k. My mother inevitably asks, what's 40k? So I begin describing it poorly.
Okay, scrap's on board.
She got excited at the idea of space elves. So then I'm like, I can't describe the space elves without getting into the space frogs. And I can't get into the space frogs without talking about the space orcs or the space skeletons, who are also robots.
Oh, Jesus.
And she instantly regretted my asking me that question.
Yeah, besides, Space Hill's not very friendly. I'm not talking about the new Warhammer lore is... Get into it, but...
Anybody want an elf waifu? Anybody want an elf waifu?
No, thank you.
No, elf waifu's overrated.
All right, we need to go to sector 1375. We got a little scrap in the area.
Realigning.
Mother asked, "What's 40K?" 40 years later, they were done explaining the heresy.
Send it.
Okay, I need a charge. I'm not exactly trusting the bot.
I think I got all the scrap.
Yeah, we picked up everything.
Okay.
Yeah, the classic Black Library Eldari stuff was pretty much subterfuge and manipulating mankind to be a blunt instrument of being a buffer between them and the Dark Eldari. They're not exactly evil, but not exactly good in the way they handle their problems.
Well, it's because they inherently have their own goals that do not align with mankind's own well-being.
Yeah.
We're pretty much animals to them, so they're not fun.
I mean, given the fact that we are just still maybe a lifespan without being modified about 100 to 200 years, depending on the Warhammer 40k line, whereas the Eldari can live for centuries upon centuries, yeah, they see us as lesser just because of the lifespan alone. And then, of course, they end up discovering superhumans like the Space Marines, and that's even weirder for them.
What do you mean? Inferiors can't start bridging that gap. They're inferiors. They can't be equals.
Until one of the Eldari apparently has a crush on one.
And then we circle around about elf waifus. They're not what the fetish bait make them out to be.
To me, they were like the analog to Vulcans.
You know what? Yeah, no, I prefer Vulcans over elves, because Vulcans, even though that's not very logical, and that's kind of an emotional statement, even if you're saying it monotoned. And I'm like, of course, because they're written by emotional humans trying to interpret something without emotion.
You need to go behind it.
Out.
No. You're going to the wrong way. Oh, no, you're right. Never mind. I thought the exhaust was the other way. My bad, Master.
I thought so. I was like, what?
I'm kind of tired.
Isn't Yarrick the asshole is like, you know what? I'm sticking this orc prosthetic on myself, and now I'm gonna go fight the orcs in the back guy.
Yarrick may as well be the saint of the orcs at this point. There's a certain
everyone sucks except that one homie.
Yeah. So they always had in their mindset that Yarrick was very hard to kill, so he's obviously very now hard to kill. They also had in their mindset that he's one of the only few that can interact with orc technology, so now he has a power claw for an arm. And then on top of that, even after his death, they still think he's alive, so now he manifests as, from time to time, as a warp manifestation of a Imperial Guard. So there's a faction of orcs that have almost become worshippers of a Imperial Guard, so to speak.
But in the terms of, they give the best fight.
Exactly. So even in death, he still serves through the power of orc thought.
Don't tell the Inquisition that.
That would be funny for the Inquisition. Is like, what? You mean this guy keeps coming back to life just to fight orcs simply because the orcs will him to come to fight them?
No, I was more worried about your safety. They probably already know about that.
Well, I may not be part of the Inquisition. I couldn't tell you that.
they would be like, okay, we know that, but how do you know that, heretic?
I'm part of your administration, you stupid fuck.
So does that imply that all we need to do to bring the Emperor back is to get the orcs to want the Emperor back to fight him?
Yeah, no. Fucking with orc horde mentality like that always ends poorly.
I know, but like, think about it.
Is that you guys has been betrothed by the Emperor to fight, and that the Emperor is a bigger fight.
Yeah, that would be. I want to read that story. Games Workshop, get on it.
But isn't what's his face? What's the guy that's what's the orc war boss that is basically in love with Yarick, and they're like awkwardly got an orc husbando through that?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure because he is technically getting Thraka. Thraka is getting smarter as he gets bigger. As he gains more power, he is getting smarter, and he's smart enough to know, oh, we don't want the Emperor to come back. Because then the fight's over because we won't win.
Or
What if we
or
convince another one?
he can end up signing up his orcs as freebooters as part of a rogue trader group, so that he can that would be an even bigger fight for him now.
I'm curious if he would go for an idea like that because he's basically a zealot, isn't he?
Yeah, but think of it, rogue trader zealot with a bunch of freebooter orcs now raiding entire worlds that are sanctioned to be raided by the Imperium. And then, of course, he now has all the big fights because now he's fighting heresy targets. That would be how I handle it. Alright, so what we got mission-wise?
Yeah. Oh man, I hope if somewhere in the rogue trader game that there's a part where you can hire fucking orcs.
I have rogue trader. I don't know if orc free. Because I do have the original rule set books, and I do have the expansion for the orc freebooter.
It says my O2's at 66%. Do I need to worry about that?
No, robots don't need it.
Oh, okay.
That's not the reason why the oxygen generator is sold. This is an entire robot crew.
You know, I heard a rumor there's a possibility of Ogre Popping going back to making 40k content, including if the Emperor had text-to-speech, eventually within the next few years.
Well, it depends if they can get a.
Are they looking to get it licensed?
Don't know, but if they have to make any new Warhammer stuff, they have to work with Games Workshop now. Like the Astrades miniseries that was on YouTube for a while, Games Workshop hired that animator, then rubber roobed him because they didn't want him to challenge their TV stuff they were going to make.
Yeah, I know about that. I know that's the reason why the tabletop RPG show Warhams just completely had to 360 and move to Pathfinder because of that and their connection to Ogre Palpatine. because they were originally working with actually the Warhams, which is run by Narrative Declaration, has a bunch of people who are writers and voice actors from Ogre Pampanog in their number. I believe Zoran the Bear, who is not more than but is the CEO of Narrative Declaration, did some voice work for them and has their writers doing their new thing, which is Rock Grind, which is an interesting, grim, dark Pathfinder 2E setting. But I forget what my point was. Do you think we can rope Ibex in here?
Who is that?
Mayhem and I are friends.
Okay, go ahead and get him added to the conference if you can.
I'd like.
They have the game.
He should have the game. Wouldn't this be within his interest? Let me go message him.
Because keep in mind, we only got about 40 more minutes before either Steam's reset happens, or I'm gonna have to start calling it quits for Cookie Stream.
Well then, don't worry about it then.
Yeah.
Fun fact about Ibex: I invited him to the Aux server, and he knew nothing about BattleTech or the BPL. He just showed up and liked the people there and has been hanging out.
If he doesn't know anything about BattleTech, he definitely should take a look into at least the Harebrained Schemes game.
He doesn't like turn-based games. I tried getting him into it, and like the most his interest extends to and ends at the Mech Warrior games.
Fair enough.
He still has not watched anything from the BPL. He's never watched the streams. But he's also the only person, as far as I'm aware of, that got asked to join the BPL out of the Aux and said no because he didn't know what the BPL was.
That is wholesome.
Yeah, no, he's a really good guy.
But that's absolutely wholesome.
Yeah, he hangs out with us, and as in Pistol, Mayhem, Whacker, Pretzel Bomber, and sometimes Zero Paladin.
I need to read missions here real quick. All right, prepare us to the warp gate. I'm gonna...
Sorry, excuse me. I coughed on stream and I wasn't quick enough to the silence.
It's all right. I have a mute button. I mean, I have a push to talk button. So I've been coughing all day. That's one of the reasons I sound kind of rough, is that I have moments where I have uncontrollable coughing.
Fair enough.
Into the warp.
We're leaving jump and get us aligned. Let's get us aligned to 643.
Oh, right. Sometimes Gummy hangs out with us, but she's been super busy with
All
work
set.
stuff. Really proud of her. Apparently, she got a promotion. Didn't she get the promotion, Mayhem?
Pretty sure that's what she said, yeah.
Yeah. Happy for Gummy. I miss Gummy, but I'm happy she's doing what she's doing.
Well, I recently was reached out by a certain corporation for a job opportunity.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a sour note right now. So they reached out to me at the near end of October, scheduled me for a interview process in November. They canceled on me twice. Never got to sit down and interview with any of the hiring managers. Told me right about Thanksgiving that they're still reworking with the hiring managers for a reschedule. Then no contact for the rest of the end of November up to now Christmas. And I finally get contact yesterday by the initial person who reached out to me about this job offer, saying that they're no longer going to fill out that position. Now, I'm a little pissed off because I never got interviewed like they were telling me to. They never gave me a sit-down interview. They wasted my time because I actually took time off from my current job to attend these interviews, and then they canceled on day of, up to and including nearly an hour right before the interview was supposed to happen. So I'm dressed, I'm prepped, I'm ready to go. I've got everything going, and I've burnt fuel. I've wasted my time that could have been dealt with at my personal work right now with addressing engineering review issues. For those who don't know, I deal with aircraft parts fabrication process up to and including military gear. And one of the processes of my job is addressing production output issues that can hinder or delay sales of parts. I don't make the parts myself. I deal with the administrative paperwork process. So the individuals that reached out to me wasted my time that could have been dealt with communicating with the engineering team, addressing an issue with what's known as a dispo as used ticket. In other words, we don't want to scrap the stuff. It could probably be used if it's put to assembly jig and holes are oversized or stepped up to size, depending on the situation of what the problem was. I can't remember if it was undersized holes or oversized holes on milling. If it's undersized, that's an easy fix. It depends on how they're aligned and how the customer wants them. And that's the thing. I could have spent that time addressing issues with the engineering team and the material review board process, but instead I used PTO to go to a potential new job that would have been paying me twice what I currently make. And they fucked off on it. I don't want to use that word lightly. They fucked around with me, and I'm really pissed off. I'm not going to name the company. I'm not going to name the situation. People in the BPL already know what I'm talking about. But I was never given an opportunity to even have a sit-down interview, and then they turn around saying the position is no longer going to be fulfilled. They reached out to me. I never applied to this place, never had any interest working in this place before, didn't know they were even hiring something for what I was trying to do with my time working for Cessna. They reached out to me, and then they yanked that went away.
That's fucky.
That gives me a hint of an indication that their leadership process is not coherent and something I need to avoid. So at least I should be thankful for the fact that they have decided to cancel on me twice in a row, never got an interview with them in terms of physical in person, because the people on the phone, the person I dealt with on the phone was nice. I had no problems with them. But the individuals that I should have dealt with in person never once had a face-to-face with them. And then they had the nerve to say that since I never had an interview with them, their problem, I may add, that they will not going to fulfill the position. They've probably found someone else, or they just decided to end that shift. Don't care, don't know, but if you're going to take somebody's time and bring them in for a potential job, you better interview them. Because
at least once.
Yes, because that gives you a bad impression to the person you're trying to interview that you don't have your things in order. And I've worked for a company that did not have their things in order. I'm not going to rant about my previous job, but I've dealt with people who had master's degrees who barely could function as an individual. Were they smart in what they studied? Yes. Did their master's degree impact what they currently were doing? No. Sometimes that PhD or that master's or the doctorates does not mean shit if you're doing something that has no connection to your job. Now, there are masters that I've dealt with of engineering and masters I've dealt with of business who are some of the best people in their industries, and they were easy to deal with because they wanted to work hands-on with the problem. They just didn't delegate to someone else. They were hands-on. All right, they're friendly. Do not shoot.
Roger that, shoot.
Please don't. We are WD, they're allies.
They're also scrap.
Indoor tree shrine.
That's
fine.
Yeah, they're green, they're friendly, do not shoot. Line us up to sector 1251.
And yes, Tio, it's going good. I got a Grogu head, like literally it's a Grogu head with the big floppy ears and one of them being a handle. Mug, I got chocolate.
Chocolate's good. What kind of chocolate?
Oh, it's like the fucking truffle chocolate bits.
Ooh, like the Lint ones?
Exactly what
Hell
I'm
yeah.
saying.
Those are good.
Now, I've dealt with a specific machining, or should I say a master's in machine engineering, or mechanical engineering, technically the better term. He insisted on being on the factory floor or in the hangar floor working with the assembly mechanics to understand where the design problems are coming from. Most of the times, some of his more arrogant superiors would think of him as a waste of time, and his so-called arrogant superiors either had a master's or a doctorate. And they would look down on this guy, even though he had an equal education to them. They looked down on him because he was filthy, he was dirty, and he was working on the airplane that they were designing. So he was taking notes from the assembly process, from assemblers and from avionics techs, what the problems were happening, depending on what they were dealing with, either the cockpit install or the nose gear install.
So he was doing his job.
He was doing far more than his job, because many of the engineers that I've had issues with my previous, like my last 2 jobs ago, was the fact some of those engineers would refuse to get their hands dirty, refuse to make sample parts, refuse to do anything to verify with the other individual departments, like the structural engineers, the avionics engineers, the hydraulics engineers. They would not communicate or handshake with each other due to ego. Now, this guy was experienced in all 3 of those factors, and he was working with the people, the AMPs, the avionics techs, and the assembler mechanics, figuring out where the problems were, taking notes and going back. And many of the people who thought they were superior to him were degrading him, only to find out that not only was he their boss, since they never saw their boss, they didn't know where the hell the boss was. They were told a couple times in email to be on the factory floor working with the assemblers to find out why they can't fit tools into a 2mm gap. That was one of the emails. We literally had a structural engineer saying that the mechanics need to figure out how to get their tools fitting through stuff. And it's like, you're trying to tell them to fit something that's 2mm wide hole for them to fit a goddamn nut runner through. So I've had those wonderful discussions.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
So the guy more experienced than them and everything was the guy they were like, oh, you don't know anything.
Exactly. Now, I'm not trying to disparage college. I really am not, because there is a lot of people I've worked with who have
that's
masters.
a cultural issue.
Yeah, that has masters or a bachelor's. I've still been grinding slowly towards bachelor's degrees and 2 degrees. I'm not going to get into specifics on those. However, people who think that is immediate social status indicator drive me nuts. It's always going to rub me the wrong way, because many of those individuals, for the love of fucking God, struggle with understanding how to cook a hot dog. All right, what do we have here system-wise, mission-wise? All right. We are here to eliminate outlaws, so guns free.
Let me know if I need to start shooting. Oh, we're on the planet surface?
Yes, it's...
Okay, well, I'm gonna finish petting my dog because he's a good boy and he was struggling earlier.
That's all right. And also, you have to. We also need to redeem those pets.
So yes, this is the dog that needs those pets redeemed on. Rocky is a good boy. He gets hot dogs.
I've had friends who got into graphics arts design. They graduated with a graphics arts degree. Do they do anything with graphics arts or go into marketing? No. They work at a bookstore or they work as a sous chef. They don't apply their college degree, which is, to me, equally as frustrating, because they are one of the best individuals in the degree they went for, and then turn around and did nothing with it. It's like, why did you go to college in the first place then? And the other thing that irritates me, that one that really angers me, is that people think that college is only for a certain age bracket, like once you get out of high school to around maybe 30 years old. There are people I know who have gone to college all the way up to their 50s, 60s, or even 70s. It is something that you can keep on doing yourself, and depending on what you do, depending if you meet a scholarship program or if you're paying out of pocket, like some schools will have a pay in advance process or a staggered payment process, so you should not have to take loans. There should be almost no reason for you not to at least go for a vocational skill set, like say carpentry, mechanical assembly, or some sort of vocational, even up to like avionics technician, plumbing as well. There should be no reason why you can't get another skill or learn another skill, depending on the situation. If you don't have the funds, I understand. You need to talk to an advisor about getting retrained if possible. All right, so I'm getting hit by a beam weapon that hurts like a bitch.
I think we got that time.
Yeah, so
it's a giant robot that's now dead.
Yeah, there was a heavy beam weapon that just hit us all for a lot of damage, so you may want to go back to the atrium.
Well, I think enemies are calling back on us.
No, it's fine.
No, we're getting attacked.
Ship and
We got attacked by some bandits. Well, Bolts is healing us.
Bolts has very limited ammo.
Okay, fair enough.
And Bolts is not exactly smart about how to heal. The healing's down this way, Master. In front of the ship by the weapons is the crew quarters and atrium.
Ooh, woo, are we sharing a shower?
And see, Attic, in certain ways, your game design allows you to at least apply certain understanding of top-down or setup sheet setups, so you understand how to interact with your job. There are some things I can carry over some stuff, but if you're a graphics arts designer and you're now flipping pancakes, it's like, okay, but if you're happier cooking food, what am I supposed to say? I can't disparage that. Some people are more satisfied being working in an office, and vice versa. Some people are happier designing something than flinging. Run your own restaurant. That takes a lot of energy, a lot of organization, a lot of manpower. It's like one part manager, one part chef, scheduler. A lot of hats running your own restaurant.
Are they making waffles too?
For waffles over pancakes.
I prefer
yeah.
perfectly engineered waffles.
Yes, but if you go into college and you go in for something, say, like case point, game design, but you end up becoming a machinist, but then later in life you go like, yeah, I'm going to sit down and meddle with a new engine because it's made interaction with game design easier. Like say, when I first started messing around with Quake 1 engine, the tools set now for Unreal 5 is phenomenally far easier for somebody to get level design. Going to be a good developer? No. The school for being a developer allows you to run through the process of understanding what is good and what is bad, how to handle something, and how to deal with certain. I'm not good at dealing with software language. My brother is. The thing
GTC Silent Cricket, do we want it?
Just pick it up.
Okay.
See, I started in college as an industrial engineering student. Engineering because they were adherents to Six Sigma. Excuse me.
Of the boulder.
So, I actually ended up getting a green belt through one of my employers that I worked for.
They have green belts for Six Sigma?
There's green belt and black belt. It's rating for on.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Six Sigma's.
Are they Pee-wee fucking martial arts?
A designated tag. So, as an industrial engineering student, I got really irritated of one of the core individuals treating human output as a static machine. And as any of you know, if you're having a really bad day, if you're sick, if you're having family problems, you're not going to be working that day. For some reason, they still will calculate you as outputting, expecting that metric of output. Metric chasing, depending on the situations, and that's always in courses for me. Calculating human input output with a resource allocation to the point where I got out of that degree. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm coughing. That's why I'm having issues.
You're good.
Well, I'm cutting out on midstream, so.
It's okay. I'm fascinated in what you got to say.
Yeah, in Cactus, sometimes the advisors are incentivized. They get bonuses and some of their pay. Because one of my very first jobs was working for a university. Some of the advisors are encouraged to put persons on student loans because they'll get bonuses for their yearly pay for how many they get on student loans. Don't take student loans if you can avoid it. See if there's a payment process where they can stagger the payments for that semester, or more specifically, look at what the tuition is going to be, do a layaway pay into a savings account, and then use that savings account with a APR process so that you're getting cash incurred into that account by just saving the cash for your classes. and then paying once you hit the threshold for the tuition cover plus sales tax and books. Student loans to me is a scam. It's just absolute fucking scam.
It is a scam.
I found a grenade launcher.
Good. Yeah, you're missing a word or two because I am coughing and my foot's probably coming off the push to talk. I had an advisor when I was going back for classes because one of my degrees that I was taking into right now, I was just studying for network engineering for right now as an indication of what type of degree I was going for. The advisor told me that I would have to take a loan to finance these courses, and I looked at her like, no, I don't. Yeah, you need to take a loan to finance this. Like, no, I don't. I'm just going to go over to the advisor station or the advisor's window or the admissions window, and I'm just going to take my direct payment card and I'm going to pay for the tuition right here, right now. I'm not signing up for a loan. Well, I can't let you take the course until you sign the loan. It's like, sorry, lady, I worked for this university before. I know full well you don't need a student loan to take the course. She got pissy with that, and I was like, I don't care. I really don't care.
You know, they're incentivized to fuck you over.
Yes, a push-to-talk pedal is really, really good. But I do apologize for missing certain words. If the audio on the stream is messing up, it's probably because my ISP is having issues or my compressor is not hearing me. Please don't shoot on the ship.
Okay, so I maxed out my weapon specialist skills, and I have one over. What do I put it in?
Armor. I would recommend armor. Armor and health is going to be your next points to spend.
Okay.
Alright, so 536, we've got enough time for probably one more mission. And thank you for the follow.
Yeah, thank you for the follow.
Indeed, I found commission-based pay for sales of any kind, be it student loans, being washing machines, being any type of sales position with commission pay, because the state I'm in, the minimum wage can be as low as $2.35 plus tips or commissions. If your weekly pay exceeds the federal minimum, that's your payout for the week. And generally speaking, where I am, tips are usually generous, so many people make more. There's a guy I worked with in college. He worked in an Italian restaurant, and just 2 days he used to make around $2,000. He's considered going back to working a restaurant job just by tips alone, because his current office job does not pay well. In contrast, and he's like, for 2 fucking days, I made like 2,000 to 3,000 tips. Why would I want to work anything else? But with the minimum wage, I'm like, that's not the issue. The issue is now that there's such an anti-tipping culture now, he doesn't understand that he'll be making less now than when he first initially worked, because he's now pushing 40 some years old like I am. Commission-based sales is just corrupt. I absolutely hate it. I'm speaking this from a point of experience. A water break won't help me, but I am drinking right now, so thank you. I need to see what mission we need to do next.
Well, by the way, our inventory is full of, like, medical supplies and stuff.
Yeah, that's gonna happen. Because that's part of the mission we have.
God damn, I sound like my mouth is full of fucking hot dogs or something.
Well, at least you said hot dogs instead of bratwurst.
Thought about it.
Alright, get us in line to Sector 296.
No, I will not stop gargling hot dogs. It is my sport.
And we are aligned.
Okay.
What kind of hot dogs? Are they Costco hot dogs? Because that might be...
Oh, yeah, no, they're the big ones, big beefy ones.
I love those things.
He's gargling the ballpark.
Ballpark are kind of okay.
See, that's the thing I don't like, is the mandatory tips, like self-checkout stations now having an option for tipping. Like, what the fuck? I pick the product, I scan the product, I'm paying for the product, and now you're asking for a 15% tip? Go fuck yourself. Now, when I used to go eat out, I usually will tip for meals that used to cost maybe $8-9. I would tip about $5 because I used to do a job that required tipping. Like, it was mandatory to tip and no one tipped. It was a printing press job in delivery service. In other words, shit was printed out and was delivered to you, and there was an expectation to tip the delivery guy. Do they do the tip? No. So mandatory tips piss me off because many people in the industry will not tip, just out of spite. So if it's not mandatory, I've found more people are more inclined to tip, especially if you do good service for that person. Now, that was 20 years ago. 20 years now have passed. Tipping culture, tipping mentality, the inflation situation has changed radically. People are not inclined to give a little bit extra cash for good service. In fact, we're more in parity to Japanese mentality on how to deal with tipping, as in don't tip. In certain regards, if you have a certain party size of people attending a place, they're automatically going to charge a 20 to 25% gratuity on just the factor alone of the amount of manpower it takes to serve that table.
Yeah, it shouldn't be our job to pay the employees out of our own pocket in order to pay for the service of eating somewhere.
Yeah, well, the thing is, like I said, the general, depending on the state in question, the minimum payout, like right now, the federal minimum pay is $7.25 or $7.50. In certain states, the minimum wage is actually $2.35 plus tips or commission. If they do not exceed or meet the federal minimum, then their wages are adjusted to meet the federal minimum. Now, with commissions and tips, that payout should in theory be above federal minimum. In theory. Now, in these days and age, that theory is no longer holding true. Like, if you go eat at a Sonic, many people don't realize this. Sonic's used to be the $2.35 payout plus tips. People didn't tip. So if you went to go work at Sonic, you had a really bad day depending on the state that Sonic was in. It costs you more money to go to the Sonic to work than it was to come home with the paycheck. I like one friend who went to go work for Sonic like in 2004, got paid fucking peanuts, did not know about the tipping process, and ended up having to sue his employer at the time due to the fact that he wasn't being paid the processes or was allowed to keep the tips that was sent out to his work for the certain stalls that he covered. It's an entire fucky thing. Alright, we're leaving warp. Okay. Alright, this is a friendly ship. Stand by.
Standing by.
Long range comms has been blocked. And we're going to see if we can extort these fucks. Alright. Do me a favor. And go ahead and start attacking them.
Which one?
Target Alpha.
Alright, well, I need an angle on it.
You are angled.
Thank you.
Alright, once their shield is down, Master, I want you to... Okay, Quantum Shields is clear. Clean... We're doing boarding action. Come on board and start tearing up everything.
Oop.
Now, what I'm doing,
No, so we're
Master...
fine.
That's fine, just play dodgeball. We have enough shields. What I'm doing, Master, you see those things that say screen lock on them? If you stand next to them, we're hacking their station. Alright? Okay, I'm gonna start cooking his reactor. Alright, so go around the station and kill everyone you see. Don't turn that off. Don't turn that off. Because that's going to be our exit point. Go around the station, kill anyone you see, and if you see any terminals like weapon systems and whatnot, kill those too. Okay, stability is now dropping. Get ready to abandon ship. Alright, go downstairs and destroy their weapon terminal. Alright, Master, get as far away from them as possible, because their reactor is exploding. We have 20 seconds till explosion.
So, am I getting out of here still?
Yes, teleport off. If I die, I die. Alright. Alright. Correctly. Get on your turn and shoot them up.
Unit 60.
Because they should have very minimum thruster now.
I think they just exploded.
Oh, they're still there. They're still there. They're very minimal in their energy output. They have almost no thrusters, no weapons. They're no longer a threat. Nose down. Nose down. Try to keep below.
They dropped some stuff.
That was one of the beacons that they had. We have no line of sight to shoot.
I know, I'm rolling.
Get us closer to them. Get us about 3 kilometers in. Okay. Due to the fact that I cannot at all extract anything from their ships, that's the tactic to do with this Wolfendorf run, is boarding the enemy ship when possible, evading them as much as I can while in the process of cooking the reactor, escaping if I can, and then engaging them while they drift around with the inability to actually respond to us proper. This is not text, this is confused. I've had this problem
Really,
since...
it sounds like they're confused.
Yeah, this is not Tex. I am definitely not Tex of the Black Pants Legion. I am confused of the Black Pants Legion. I am more specifically that confused one.
Yeah, it's confusing.
And no, this is actually how I normally sound. This is the problem I had since I was about 24, 25 years old. I used to be more of a baritone. I used to sing in a choir when I was going to college, and unfortunately, due to damage to my lung, holding my breath in terms of singing has been almost impossible, and holding a tune is even worse.
Am I shooting C?
Yes, let's get rid of the efficiency beacon. Yeah, food industry itself. If you start your own restaurant, your own food truck, and you expect to be wealthy from doing so, there's only one way to go wealthy about it. Starting your franchise process, like the model that McDonald's has done. And McDonald's is less about food, believe it or not, than it is about real estate. Their main corporate assets are real estate. They'll buy up the lot, they'll build up the facility, and they'll have the logistics and the manufacturing process for food. Then they leave it to a person outside the corporation to run the franchise. So it's more of a real estate company than it is a food company, and people get shocked by that.
I'm not.
All right, so we need to jump to that gate. So let me tell him to jump. Yes. It is considered by most as an unskilled labor process. I'm not going to go into the details business-wise because one of my other degrees deals with business processes. The factor that always angered me is people who want skilled labor are trying to force something that will never be considered skilled labor to become skilled labor. There are ways to get about going into skilled labor markets. That is vocational training. And depending on your grades, depending on the situation or unique economic status you have, there are scholarships to pursue. Now, if you're wanting a decent starting payout, it used to be that you want to become an assembler machinist. Now, there's big bucks depending on where you go, like whether you like this or not, Florida, Alabama, even the Carolinas, as a CNC machinist, you're looking at a starting rate about $25 to $30 an hour, depending on how skilled you are, just to run a CNC machine. Well, welcome to the stream, Rabbit, but no, I am not Text. This is definitely not Text. He streams with Deputy usually on Mondays on the WBPL, and he's definitely not me. To be honest and be fair, he's a better man than me, but that's beside here or there.
But it's still a very nice compliment.
Well, I don't see myself in a positive light.
Well,
I think you're a good person.
You're a great guy. You're one of the first people from the Aux to get inducted into the BPL. And that is not a small feat.
Well, in any case, I've never seen myself in a positive light. And that's a bad habit of mine, so don't take more I say about myself on that regard seriously. Because it's just mainly my paranoia.
Yep. because, you're a good guy.
All right, we got 7 minutes. I'm going to start in the process of preparing for Cookie Mama. She starts at 6 p.m. and she's going to stream, I believe, Nino Kuni 2.
Excellent. Well, I gotta go get food, guys.
Yes, it's definitely, if you are needing a skilled labor job and you don't know how, repeat, if you do not know how to, you need to look up technical schools in your local area. Technical schooling, vocational education, like HVAC, plumbing, carpentry, sheet metal assembly, CNC milling, composites technician, all these basic jobs, keyword here, basic, will start as a paying job with major corporations, about $24 to $25 an hour, depending on where you are state-wise. And that's the starting rate. Many of these jobs are within what's known as bargaining unit assigned contracts, aka unionized workplaces. Case in point, I used to be an international association machinist. So the bargaining unit contract for me is after my probationary day, I would get a pay raise every 90 days until I hit my pay raise cap for that contract. I'm not trying to say this is a pro-union statement, because the IAM union kind of threw a bunch of people in 2009 under the bus, but I'm not going to get into details on that, because I have a cohort of mine, a person I trained from my current job, quit the workplace I'm at. He went to go work for a certain major corporation, which ends up being one of our customers. He is now dealing with paint detail. He is being taught how to paint aircraft parts. He's making a lot better money than where he was at where I'm working at, and the major corporation I am dealing with as an employer is struggling to retain people because they're getting skilled and trained in. With that in mind, people, I'm about to start shutting down the stream, but if you are struggling in life and you don't know how to improve yourself, you might want to sit down, look up technical schools, and see if there's any scholarship programs you qualify for. Not loans, scholarships. Because if they finance it for you, if you don't have to spend a single dime to get retrained into a skill set, go for it. Because you're not going to lose anything. Like, if you fail it, you fail. You take what you failed from it, learn from your failures, and try again.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. Thank you for watching the stream. I'm going to start shutting it down so that Cookie Mama can come on.
Yep.
So thank you, Blue. Thank you, Masters, for playing.
Anytime.
Never forget.
Good game.
You're always making progress as long as you keep on trying.
You're here.
All right. I'll talk to you guys later.
Bye, everyone.
Okay. Have a good night, and we're logging out.
Dear viewer, today I shall pose you a quandary. Is this an internet? Well, how about this? Big internet would have you believe it looks something like this. But here today I shall show you the true process of making an internet. Here at Stephen & Sons Internet Company, we don't hide behind malicious machinations, data relays, and 5G. No, we here at Stephen & Sons believe full-heartedly in the transparency and honesty in how an internet is harvested. An internet starts as a single interplant capable of only producing 1 byte throughout its entire lifespan, and it must be harvested by hand. The harvested interplants are then sent off to the net factory to get interwoven into the internets. After which the consumer enjoys their fresh organic internet straight from the field. Our consumers praise our air-like bytes. However, our less educated corporate fat cat critics might say we wish for larger, easier to see bytes. Well, as any well-educated man will tell you, the smaller the byte, the more soluble into the bandwidth of the average American home it is. So come on down to Stephen & Sons Internet Company today and enjoy the internet the way the Lord intended. And enjoy the American, hard-working, non-communist, non-union labor and quality service.
Hey kids, do you like breakfast?
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna love self-heating maple bacon breakfast logs from Randy Checkers.
Cool.
That's right, kids. Just crack my log like a glow stick and watch the magic happen. Delicious breakfast perfectly heated in less than 30 seconds. Move over, Jimmy Dean. There's a new sausage chef in town, and his name, Randy Checkers.
Warning. Randy Checkers maple bacon breakfast logs contain substances known to cause cancer in the state of California and is part of a balanced breakfast.
Randy Checkers maple bacon breakfast logs. Hell yeah!